welcome back. Yesterday we have done the topic that was dispersal of seeds and its ways. Then we did vegetative propagation, right? Today we are going to do another topic, that is reproduction through stem, right? Reproduction through stem, children, that means any plant can be grown from any part of a stem, right? Everyone knows what is stem, right, students? Now first is bud. How from a bud a new plant can be grown? In plants like potato, ginger and onion, a new plant grows from the bud present on the underground stems. Potatoes has buds called eyes which grows into a new plant. Right, children? So here what it is written, that in the potato and in ginger there are the places where you can say a small opening from where a new plant regenerates, or you can say it germinates, right? For example, in the figure it is not clearly shown so clarity, so I will be showing with a potato to you over here. Children, you can see these small buds are here. See, 1 2 3 4, right? See over here also, these are the small buds. If we will keep it in the soil for a few time, or right, we will leave it for few time, you will see small saplings, small plants will be coming out from it. It will be sprouting, it will be germinating into a new plant. So these are the small buds from where a new plant germinates or reproduces from the potato itself. Now second example I was giving you of ginger. See, you can see the ginger over here, you can see the nodes here. These children, these are the nodes. You can see the tips over here. These all are the nodes from where a new plant germinates, right? So these are the buds. Next is your stem cutting. Plants like rose, hibiscus and sugarcane grow from stem cutting. The stem cuttings, when put into moist soil, develop roots and grow into a new plant, right? Children, there are few plants like here the rose is given, sugarcane. What you do, you see at your home also, you can do this at your home also. You just cut a stem of a rose plant and put that stem into another vase, or another, you can say gamla, whatever you say, on the soil if you are having at your house, and you just plant that stem separately and put some water every day, put a little water on it every day. After few days you will see that stem has started germinating itself, right? It has started reproducing itself. New leaves you will see, new buds, new flowers you will see that have started coming through it. Then is reproduction through leaves. Now how? This was from the stem only. With a stem of any plant, that is rose, hibiscus or sugarcane, we can grow a new plant. But children, with the help of leaves also we can grow a new plant. Plants like bryophyllum and begonia have buds present on their leaf margins. New plants grow from these buds, right? Children, see, you can see the figure, right? These are the leaves of a plant, and what happens at the ending of the leaves, again you will see there are spores, or you can say pores, through which another new leaf starts coming out, right? So these are the reproduction of a new plant from the leaves itself. Now what thing you have to remember is potato stem called tuber that grows underground. Ginger is another type of underground stem called rhizome. Onion and garlic are known as bulb. Children, there are different names given to the different stems of the vegetables. Like potato stem is known as tuber, ginger stem is known as rhizome, and onion and garlic stem is known as onion and garlics are known as bulb, right? Now reproduction through spores. Spores, you see the small tiny holes are present over there, right? The plants are having tiny spores on them. So there are some plants like ferns, mosses and mushrooms which produce spores. Spores are tiny seeds like structure which grows into new plant, right? See, you can see the figure of mushroom. Children, if you see properly, you can see the picture of a mushroom, right? You can see the forms. You see small these are having small seeds in themselves through which spores through which a new plant can be grown. Now, plants that can have come from far. Now, plants that come from different places. All types of plants do not grow at all types of places. Yes, it is because every crop, or you can say every plant, needs different kind of climate, different kind of soil to grow. Many plants are brought from different countries to grow at new places. Several plants have come to India from other places. One such plant is tea. It was brought to India by the British. Children, it is important line. If it can be asked to you in fill-up, from where the tea was brought to India first. So it was brought from British. It is used for medicinal properties as well as drink. It grows well at low altitude where air is warm and humid, right? So where it grows, the climate what the tea plant requires is warmth and humid. Tea plants have small white scented flowers. In India, tea is grown in Darjeeling, Ooty and Assam. Children, it can be asked where the places in India where the tea plants grow. So you have to name all the three, that is Darjeeling, Ooty and Assam. Tea gardeners plant the seeds in a nursery bed on hill slopes. See children, you see on the hill slopes, in the slanting way these trees are planted. When the plant reached a height to 20 centimeters, they are transplanted to the field. The plants mature in 3 to 5 years. See children, the tea plant takes 3 to 5 years to grow fully. Tea pluckers pick leaves from the mature tea plants by hand, and you can see, if you have seen the pictures, you can see that the tea planters, what they do, they pluck the leaves by their hands. Planet Protector Act. Change of food habits have affected the types of crop grown by the farmers. Farmers now prefer to grow cash crops instead of traditional food crops. These will adversely affect the food condition of the country. Now you see children, the food, you can say the eating habit, the different kind of food that we have started eating is affecting a lot to the farmers, the crop that they are growing, right? Then time for a tea break. What you have to do if you want to make a tea? So how can you prepare it? See, boil water in a pan, add a teaspoon of sugar and allow it to simmer for a minute. Add tea leaves and turn off the fire. Add milk as desired and serve hot after filtering. In Kashmir, green tea is prepared with almond pieces in it. It is called kahwa. People in Ladakh drink salted tea with yak butter. So children, here we have completed this chapter, right? Tomorrow again I will be coming back with a new chapter. Till then, if those who are having the books can go through the chapter, mark the points which you are not getting it, and when we will meet in the school, we will discuss all the problems of yours.